All right, long time coming, but it's finally blue day. Blued out my car with all the little bits that I've been working on to test. This is really a testing day. It's not final or anything. I got them all on there as I should, so we're gonna take a look at what's all going on. First thing you'll notice is that grill. I only got half done. I went for the wrap on these, first thing I've ever wrapped, and you can already see there's flaws. So I gotta rethink my strategy here because I thought you'd only see the front, but apparently not, because you're gonna see all these side bits. Some of them came out okay. Like this one wasn't too bad, especially if you look on this side, like, well, maybe not this one, but you know, that's obviously got to be fixed. So I'll have to redo these, but it's the first time I've ever wrapped anything, and there's definitely some learning curve and improvements as I go along. So maybe I'll try the other side and get it right and have it no flaws, and it will look really spiffy, because I think that's a really good look. For sure, I really do like it a lot. So if I'm able to get the other side in there, that will look really, really nice. Of course, if I can't do it right, I may just try to pay somebody, you know, a professional to wrap these little bits, because, you know, they just slide on and there's tape inside, and when you install them right, you know, they'll be all taped up and on there for good. But for right now, you know, I'm just trying to play around, see what I want to do, and then go from there. I thought it would look a little weird without the chrome grille like border around it blue too, but actually it's not bad. I do kind of like it as is. So the farther back you go, especially on the video, like, it looks better. But if I go way back, you know, that's pretty cool. Now on the sides, you know, I already did the blue tires a long time ago, so those are there for forever, and they look really, really good. But then this was my original little thingy that I didn't like. I tried to paint it with that spray painted blue, same the stuff I used on my wheels, but I don't like it because it doesn't cover the silver like at all, and that was one of the things I hated about it to begin with, apart from the color. So I think that's a dud. That's not gonna work, and no way. But I got a special surprise on the other side for the other type I have. Did these window things too. I don't want it to fall off, so let me tape it back up. That looks not terrible as a thing. However, there's a lot of flaws in the paint that came out because it was a very awkward thing to spray paint. So what I'm gonna have to do is maybe try to wrap it, because I think it's a good look. Especially when you're like driving on the inside, it's pretty nice to have that splash of blue on the outside of your car. I also went for the handles. I'm on the fence with these. I think they look good. You know, I'm debating if it's too much though. I think if I have the front grille all blue, it makes sense. But if it's just the back without the front, that can be a little, it looks out of place, I think. So the other thing too with these handles is, again, the spray paint didn't work like I would have liked. There's a lot of little bubbles and flaws, if I can get it to focus. So I'm not too happy about that. This might also be something I want to try to wrap, which seems fairly straightforward. Every time I touch it, it closes my door. It seems like it'd be a very straightforward thing to wrap. See even more bubbles and flaws there, which looks terrible. So like these look very wrappable with that same blue stuff. However, this front right one, for whatever reason, has this dot thing, and I don't know if that's going to wrap very well. We'll see, and I don't know. I'll have to fiddle with that and see what that looks like if I go for the wrap. So I'll probably get more of these because the blue paint is just not even. But if I step back, you know, and unlock my car so you can see the whole thing, you know, that's not a bad look. I had thought, is there a way to wrap this guy and get that all blue? Still debating on that myself. But if I come over to the other side, One of the things I also noticed with the blue paint is that on my license plates, it's starting to chip up. And I think this was because this was all caked up in salts when I went home over the summer. Normally I live in the South, so you don't have to worry about it. But it got super salty, and then I took it to the car wash, which I normally don't do. But I want to get all that salt off pretty quickly in the cold, so car wash it is. And that's when I started to notice it all starting to fall apart on me. So these will probably not do so well if they spray painted them too. That was my first thought. I just go with the spray paint, but then I thought, hey, why don't I try to do a wrap job and see what happens. I think the wrap is going to hold up a lot more in the elements, especially this being on the front of my car. So I'm going to try to do that if I can, and get them all looking good. If not, I might just try to do the spray paint if it fails, or like I said, try to get a professional job done on those, because I don't know what I'm doing. But over here on this side, I have my other tester, which just fell off. What are the odds? Hopefully it didn't get all scratched up. I think it's okay. Apparently one thing of tape isn't enough. But that's the other one that fully covers it. Is that too much? I actually kind of like it. It looks nice with the rest of the car, especially if the blue handles are there and everything else is blue around it. So that's the debate, is do I go with all of this stuff or none of it, because it looks ridiculous. I don't know what to do. But I'm gonna try. Well, that's the other thing, like, do I try to wrap this guy too, which looks like a doozy of a job, because there's holes in there, a lot of turns and corners. That might be very hard, but I think it's doable, especially if there's a professional out there that can do it. This side too, you see on the mirror, all the flaws on the top, it didn't really come out right. So I like the mirrors. The door handles look okay, especially with that front thing. We shall see if I go with the install or not. But for right now, like I said, this was just the test. See what happens, see what it looks like. And would like to know your thoughts too, because it's probably going to take me a while to try, wrapping, getting new handles, wrapping them, maybe getting new, whatever this is called, and wrapping that, and then seeing what to do about this front stuff. I don't know. I don't know if it's too much or really, really cool. I do like the front grille. That is going to be a keeper if I can get it to look right, I think. But then the side thingies and the handles are the big debate, along with the, this thing too, whatever it is. Shield for the windshield. That might be a wrap job as well. I don't know. Because there's too many flaws. It looks Hoosier, like now. So if it's gonna go in my car, it's gonna look good. So we'll fiddle with that some more and figure out what to do with that. But I think the rest of it, like I said, I'm on the fence with it all. I keep debating myself. Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I not? It's so hard of a decision. But I think that front grille is gonna look real good, like I said, if I do the whole thing. And then do I do that beast of a side thing with the handles? I don't know. Tough call. Oh yeah, I forgot about this thing too. So this was the first thing I wrapped, or tried to wrap, was these windshield wiper for the back. I think I kind of like that. That's a nice touch from afar, especially. Although now that I see it, it kind of looks a little goofy with this part not being blue. Even though when you take it off, it kind of blends in. It looks stupid halfway, so it's got to have at least this part. So we'll see. Again, this was my first wrap job, and I think I learned a lot, because this one came out perfect, except for the little flaw right here. So I might want to redo that one too, or send it into the professionals if I'm going to do that. But that's a good look if I'm going to keep all the other blue around the car, for sure. So all said and done on the outside, you got that blue, you got the exhaust pipes blued, you got the wheels all blue, of course with the blue cap as well. You got the blue handlebars, if I keep those, the blue mirror shield thing, the blue thingy down there, more blue wheels, and of course that front grille with all the blue license plate frames as well. But if I'm going to keep the, well, I didn't know, is if I keep the front grille blue, do I keep the license plate blue too, or do I go back to silver, which is what I had before? I don't know. We'll cross that bridge later after I figure out what I'm going to do. I would love to figure out how to get these two things on the side blue. I think that would look really nice with the blue grille all accented out. I told you maybe that thing because I don't know what that is, and it might look good blue. I don't know, it might look stupid, but I'd really like to get this blue too. That and over here, the X3. I think that would look awesome if it was blue, either wrapped or spray painted. So we'll see about that too. But for now, that'd be it.